Hello everyone! I am here with day 7 of 30. I'm going to do my shares really quick. If you're watching this after the fact and not live, you can just click down below and zoom past this little part where I do my shares. But when I'm live, I'm going to give it 1 minute for everybody to get notified and hop on. If you haven't signed up for notifications, it'll pop up right in this window. Say get notifications when So What Alicia goes live, and then you can be notified every day when I'm live. So let me share really quick. Say hey, I want to hear who's here, and if you're new or if you've been here before. So, and where you're at, what's going on with you and wherever you are. Good morning, Vicki. All right, let me do my shares really quick, you guys, and then we will get started. I don't know if I've mentioned yet, I live in Illinois, and it got really cold overnight. Like, I woke up shivering. I almost turned the heat on, so it's been chilly, which is kind of nice. I kind of like that. Because we lived in California for a long time and didn't have any, thank you, Megan, hi, we didn't have any, cool weather, really. Like, this is basically the coldest it ever got, like in the 40s, so, yeah, so I'm excited to finally be getting some fall. My little guys were shivering this morning, and I was like, just wait, you guys. Good morning, Deb. Just wait, because it's about to get real. Like, you have no idea what's about to hit you when actual winter comes. So, sorry if I'm a little bit frazzled and scatterbrained this morning because, good morning, Hawaii. I missed your name. It went away. You're up so early. Jennifer, hi. Thanks for watching. I'm a little frazzled today because I've got all this family in Florida and everybody, you know, is, phone calls and all this crazy stuff happening. So, that's why I might be a little bit more frazzled than normal. So that's that. And I hope everyone is staying safe, and stay safe who is in Florida if you're watching. I hope you're all prepared and ready. So, okay, let me see. Now it's not showing me. Hi, Kim. Yeah, is it cold there in Alabama too? Melissa, hi. Elaine, hello. Thanks for hopping on. Nicole, hi. Okay, I've got my shares all done, so I can get rid of this computer so we can get started. Okay, so today, good morning, Cheryl. Today we are going to hi, Angel, Sue, thanks for being here. Today we're going to make a reading pillow. I know everybody was kind of ready for a break from the zipper pouches, but we're going to go back to them because they're kind of my favorite thing. But we're taking a break today, and we're going to make it's not showing, oh, there we go. We're going to make a throw pillow, sorry, with a pocket for a book and use an invisible zipper. So that's today's plan. And I'm going to show you what we've got, and then we have a little bit of pressing to do just so I can show you, and then we'll get started. So first thing we've got is I've got my pillow, which is here somewhere. My pillow form, here it is. Oh. So first thing you're going to do is measure your pillow form. My pillow form is 16 inches from here to here, and I've just measured it with my measuring tape, just like this, kind of from corner to corner. And then for your fabric, I like to make my fabric the exact same size as my form. That way the pillow really fills it out and gives it a nice look. I don't like a saggy pillow cover. If you like a little bit more room, kind of a more shabby look, then give yourself an extra ½ inch to an inch of a seam allowance, but I do it exactly the same size as my pillow. So what I've got is two 16-inch squares, and this is an old Robert Kaufman Dr. Seuss fabric. So I've got two squares that are exactly 16 inches, and then I've also cut a pocket. We're going to be making a pocket for a book, and I measured my book. I'm using a Dr. Seuss book, and they're about 6 inches, but then I gave myself a lot of extra room because it's thick. The book is thick, and if you do this too tight, it just won't fit. It just won't fit in. So my pocket, actually, I cut at 8 by, let me just double check because I had it in my head and then I lost it. My pocket I cut to 10 inches by 8 inches. That's right. I was going to say 8 by 10 and I stopped myself and I was right. I cut it to 8 by 10. And then what I've done just to kind of get ready is I've pressed all the edges under by 1/4 inch. And I just top stitched what will be the top of my pocket. I top stitched it down with a zigzag stitch. Okay? And then I pressed all the edges, but I'm just using my clips to keep them in place. A little bit extra keeping them in place because the pressing works great, but it's nice to have that when you're manipulating it to have it held down a little bit with the clips. So, I just want to show you really quickly how to prepare the zipper. We've got to move, so I apologize. We're moving over here to the pressing board. And what we want to do, let me see if I can get this to go down. What we want to do is, I've already done one side. So our invisible zipper, let me show you. It looks like this. This is what an invisible zipper looks like. The pull is basically the only thing that will be showing. It's kind of bright because of all the light, if you can see that. Let me do this here. So it looks too much natural light in this room, I guess. It looks like this, which is different than a normal zipper. So what we're going to do is open it up. And then I've already done one side. If you can see, it's got a little bit of a roll in it. So you're just going to open that. See kind of how it rolls over on itself? This is really hot, this iron by my face, just so you know. It has a roll in it, so you're just going to open that up and press it open, which I've already done on one side. So you can kind of see the difference, maybe, in the two sides. See how one still has the roll and one's kind of pressed open? So we're just going to press it open on the other side. And if you're using, like my iron is hot, it's on the hottest setting, as long as you keep it moving, you should be fine. It's not going to melt your zipper or anything. This is just going to make it so we can get as close as possible to the edge of the zipper to keep it invisible. Make sure it's invisible. I'm not going to spend too much time because I don't think anyone probably finds it very interesting to watch me press things. But I wanted to show you how it works and how you can just press right over the zipper, if you can see it. And I don't like to show you my really hideously ugly ironing board cover. I totally need a new one. And I'm gonna get one after this because I just find it hideous. So, now, we've got that ready. So what we're gonna do, the first step is to add the pocket. So we're gonna take what's the front and measure in. I've already marked where I'm going to put it. My pocket goes about 3.5 inches in on either side. I marked it beforehand so I didn't have to measure on camera. So I've got my little X's here. It goes about 3.5 inches in on either side. Let me just line it up here. Make sure I've got it about where I wanted it. Okay. And then I'm going to leave the clips on here. It's like way too bright today in this room. It's not liking this white fabric. So, I'm going to leave the clips. I used blue yesterday and you couldn't see, and now I'm using white and it's too bright. There's just no winning for me right now. Okay, so I'm going to leave, let's see, there. I'm going to leave the clips on, and this is a time when you're going to use pins because there's just not really an option to use the clips to clip it onto the front. I mean, line it up as best. Really take your time to measure. I'm just using the marks I already made. And then pin this on. Now I'm going to use a zigzag stitch because that's what I used up here. So I like an even look. So then it will be just like a zigzag all the way around. So I'm using my 1/4 inch foot. Be a little less bright here. Let me see. Let me just close my curtains. I want you to be able to see. There. I think that might be a little better. It's not quite as bright. Okay. So I'm going to use my 1/4 inch foot. I'm using my zigzag stitch. And I'm just going to start a up here on the top corner, and once I have it where I want it, I'll just pull my clip right out. I'm going to line it up with the edge, my 1/4 inch up with the edge of the fabric to make sure that I have it. And I'm going to do some back stitching here, just to be sure that this part is really held in place. I'm using a black thread just so you can see a little bit better, but you could use the same color. You could use a red that matches, or use like a coordinating, like a blue would be cute. Whatever, you can do whatever you choose. Some people like to see the stitching. I think it's cute, a cute detail. And the back stitch on the corners as well, just to hold it in place. And then we're ready to turn. So I'm going to continue using the edge of the pocket here as my guide, kind of take my clips out as I go. So if you were going to make this for a book that was a little thinner, that wasn't necessarily, my tension is all off, that wasn't necessarily a thick Dr. Seuss book, you wouldn't have to give yourself quite as much room. I gave myself an extra 2 inches on the pocket, so you could probably get away with about 1.5 inches to 1.5 inches to 1 inch, depending on the thickness. Like if you were using a really, really thin book, you could probably get away with less. So you can see now we're ready to pull our pins. See, pins do still have a place. You can use them. Now you can see our pocket is all sewn on, and it's pockety. It's all pockety. So that's the pocket portion. Now, you guys, this is really, you're going to be surprised how it's not, an invisible zipper is so not any different, barely different than a regular zipper that we've been using. So I'm going to put the zipper in the bottom. You can put it on the side, in the bottom, whatever you choose. I really feel like you can't see at all. Is it way too bright? Can you guys actually see what I'm doing? Let me know. I can close my blinds a little bit more. What we're going to do, so we've got our zipper pressed open. It started this way. You can't see? Okay, let me just close my blinds a little bit more. Let's see. There. I feel like that might be a little bit better. Is that better? Let me know if that's better, because I want you to be able to see, but this white fabric is really bright. I think it's like mad at me because I'm wearing a black shirt with the white fabric and it just cannot make up its mind. So, it's not better? Anybody? Can you still see? Okay, so, well, it used to be folded over. And maybe I'll just like close it all the way and let's see. That's any, oh, that's too dark. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so the zipper was folded over and we pressed it open. The biggest difference between this zipper and our other zipper is that we are going to sew it the other way. Let me show you on one that I've already done compared to a zipper pouch. So we've got, here's the pouch that we did yesterday. And okay, good. I'm glad that's better. Okay, here's the pouch that we did yesterday. And the zipper, you can see we sewed the zipper so that the, how did we do it? Let me just show you. We're just going to do it opposite. So here's a pillow that I've already done. The zipper portion goes up as close to the edge as possible, where usually we do the zipper down. Does that make sense? Sorry, I'm being very confused confusing today. So we're gonna put it on the bottom. Our zipper is going to be, I just want to make sure I do this right and don't tell you guys wrong because I'm all flustered. Okay, so it goes on the right side, and we're going to put the zipper face down on the right side and sew it in place. We're going to sew it as close to the edge as possible. And let me get my clips. We're just going to clip it in place. Yeah. Okay. Then we're going to just clip it in place. Okay. And now we're ready to grab our zipper foot. And put that on. Let's see. I'm going to go back out of my zigzag stitch to a regular stitch. And now we're ready. Okay. So you're going to get the needle, move your needle over to get it as close to the edge of the zipper as possible. And then you're just going to start sewing. And here in a second you'll be able to see how close we really are to the edge of that zipper. And now you can see we got we're as close as possible. That's why I wanted to use a black thread. See how close we are? When we do a regular zipper, we're over here somewhere. The invisible zipper, you're just as close as possible, which is why you've unrolled this here. And you can see I haven't done, I didn't do tabs on this one because we don't want to see, right? Like it's impossible to get the zipper past here. So I'm going to leave it at the very end and we'll come back and address that in a second. The pull, I mean. We don't want to see tabs, so we want it to be invisible. So I haven't done tabs like I normally do. Okay, now I'm coming to the end, so I'm just going to kind of give it like a 45-degree turn and come down off of the zipper, and we'll come back in on the other. We'll come back in on the other side, and I'll show you how we're going to finish that part off. So here's what we've got. So we've got our zipper like such. And now, I've left it, see I've left the tab at the end and I've just kind of gone like that. Now this is, guys, this is just how I do it. This is like not necessarily how you should do it. I mean, this is how you should do it because this is how I do it, but this is not necessarily how everyone would tell you to do it. There's probably other methods. This is just my method. So you're free to use it or not use it. It's, you're free to Google other ways to use it. This is just how I do it. So now I'm ready. I'm going to close my zipper a little bit and come back in and get as close as I can to this edge. Just going to start one more time. And it's not, this part is harder because you can't, it goes back to that roll. So you're not quite going to be able to get as close, but just do your best and get as close as you can to the edge. Okay, now I'll show you what that looks like. Rebecca, this will be on my page and you can watch it again later. As soon as it's over, you'll be able to watch it watch it over. So you can see that's where we stopped. Then I came back in, and I mean, we did pretty good. We're fairly close, almost as close to the edge as we were. So that's why I stopped and went back in. Now I'm going to open it back up. We're ready to go to the other side. And we'll just take our backing. And we're going to put the zipper, the same as we did before, right side down. The zipper and this side of the pillow will be right side down. And we're going to clip the pillow in place here. Just make sure you line up the edges like we've done with all our pouches. You're just going to line up the edges so everything's straight. And then clip it in place. Okay? And again, we're going to line up this side and make sure it's straight. And then we'll clip the zipper in place. My fabric's getting stuck. There we go. Okay. So we've got it all lined up. We're just going to clip it in place. These, I'm not as fast with an invisible zipper as I am with a normal zipper because I just don't. I do them very rarely. So you've got to forgive me for not whipping through it like we usually do. Okay, so now for this one, now we're going to be, because I don't like to change my needle, you could change your needle and move it over, but I don't enjoy that. So for this one, we're starting at the bottom. So I'm going to start down a bit at that 40-degree angle like I did before. So basically reversing the order of what we did. So I'm just going to start where that 45-degree would be and get in as close as I can and then turn and sew. Okay. As close as you can to that zipper. And I would definitely recommend using a thread that's the same color as your zipper or your fabric so that it's not going to show. Because my machine is having tension issues, so it's definitely going to show. I changed the thread, and that's what I get for using a cheaper thread that I'm trying to just use up because my machine is like, no thank you. I don't like it. Okay. So the zipper, I'm not sure, did I mention what I cut the zipper to? So the zipper I cut to 15 inches. My fabric squares are 16 inches. So I cut the zipper to 15 inches. And to do that, all I did was I opened the zipper a little bit and cut off the top where I didn't need it. So my pull stayed on, but the top got cut off. So we've got it, now we've got it on both sides. And the last step is we're going to just go back in and fix where we were before. If you remember how we did on the last one. Fix the top edge. So let's see. I may have to move my needle, which I don't like to do. I could have just done it to start with. Okay. So now I'm going to, no, do I? Guys, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh yeah, now I pull it. Oh my gosh. My brain is like, some days it doesn't function quite right. Okay. So I've closed up the zipper. Now I'm going to go back over. I didn't need to move this. I just was forgetting the step to close it. I closed up the zipper a bit. I'm going to go back in to finish off this edge right here that we started that didn't get finished. Just going to get as close without sewing over the zipper as possible. And then we can sew right off. Okay, so now we've got the zipper. Now we've got the zipper all sewn in. So this is what it will look like when you've got it closed up. And remember, I used my, I just pulled my pull off. Sorry. Seriously, like, sorry guys. Okay, so this is what it will look like with the pull on it. You can see this is how it will look once you close it up. Okay? Thanks, Rebecca. I usually do a better job. Yeah. These are not exactly my comfort zone, and yeah, it's just been a long morning already. So that's what we'll have. So we've got, they're connected, and it's much different than a normal zipper. As you can see, it's invisible. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so I totally pulled my pull off, and I'm gonna have to go back in and fix it. Which I don't want to do right now, but I need it to open. Okay, I'm gonna go back in and fix it, so don't pull it off. Be careful. You don't really even need to close it until after we're done. So if you don't close it until after you're done, then you won't pull it off like I just did, because we're gonna sew it in place. So I guess I do need to fix it so that I don't sew over it without it on. All right, I'm not going to fix it, and then I'll go in and fix it later. I'll have to pull this apart, but I want to show you guys without making you wait for me to fix my screw up. So the next step, the last step actually, make sure your zipper's open most of the way, and then you're going to just line all four corners up. You can give them a pin if you desire, or a clip. Just clip it in place so that all the sides match. And then I don't even know how to fix it, so that's why I'm hesitant to try and fix it, because I've never actually even fixed a zipper. I don't know if it's even possible, if this is even going to work. I don't know how to even get it to fix. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm even going to be able to fix it. I'm going to have to go back in and change the zipper out, I think. Okay, that's all right. No big deal. Just make sure you sew before you open it all the way. When you open yours, just open it halfway here, because that's all you need. And then you'll sew to keep the zipper on, which I wasn't even thinking, and I just pulled, which I shouldn't have done. Okay, so see, we're learning by learning what not to do. I will sit and fix it later. Okay, so I'm going back to my 1/4 inch foot. We're gonna start, we've got it pinned or clipped all the way around so that it's just a big square, and both the right sides of the pillows are touching, the wrong sides are out, so it matches up all 4 ways. Then you're gonna start, we're gonna do another, we're gonna start here below our zipper, because we don't want it to show down there. So I'm gonna you'll fold it up so it matches. You can clip in place like a bit in, and then I'm just gonna sew. I'm gonna lose a little bit of the zipper ability, but that's fine because you don't want it to pull off. So I'm just gonna start here and sew all the way around, all 3 sides, and then we'll do the same on this other side and just sew a little bit on the side with the zipper to keep it in and keep it looking nice. So we'll start here on the corner using our 1/4 inch foot, and we're just gonna sew. I'm on my zipper a little bit too much. There we go. So all the way around. Stuck on my threads here. My machine decided right now to stop. There we go. Okay. that, I'll just stop right here so that I can fix it after I'm done with the video. Okay, so I stopped a little short, but what you should do is go up here and then sew again in a little bit about to here. You'll be sewing over some of your zipper, but that'll make the edge really nice. And then when you stop, I would come out with like a 45 right there. So go straight along and then do a 45. And I would start over here, which I didn't do, with a 45, like go in on a 45 and then across. That'll keep it nice. The edge is really nice for when you turn it out. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's not going to be exactly perfect because I'm going to go back and fix that zipper after it's over. So I'll post a photo in the comments once I fix it. If you have tips for fixing it, the zipper, tell me, because like I said, I've never actually fixed one. Okay, so here's what it will look like. And once you've turned it out, and my tension is off, you can see this is what the corner of the zipper will look like. So yeah, that 45 will help it cover up like that. And this one's all the way out because I haven't sewn it. You can, if you want, you can press, but the pillow will really stuff it and make it look nice and full. So let's just stuff it in. And like I said, I make it exactly the same size so that it really fills out the pillow. Oh, okay. Thank you, Elaine. I will Google it. Google is a lifesaver, right? So you will be able to zip it. I'm totally embarrassed that I ruined it. But here's what it will look like. And then we've got our book here. We made our pocket a little bit extra. And look, this is perfect. You can carry it. They can carry it and take it for story time. This would be great to do for like kindergarten class, to make all the kids a pillow. So my son reads to a buddy. He could take this and put his buddy in here, a little stuffed animal, and take it with him. And yeah, this is broken, but I'm gonna fix it. I will comment with a picture of it fixed. So it will look so cute. Let me, how about this? Let me show you this other one that I did, because I did a few practice ones and they worked and I didn't ruin the zipper. And that way you can see what the zipper will look like when it's done. Luckily I have a backup. Yay for backups. Okay. And it's the exact same zipper too, same color. So this is the same. This one is just without a pocket. So it'll be exactly the same as what we just did, but we're adding a pocket. Make sure you subscribe so that you can see or get notifications, sorry, so you'll get notifications for when we go live again. All right, there we go. That zipper works, isn't that nice? Okay, so here's what the bottom looks like with the zipper in. And this is it's exactly the same size, a 16-inch cover. And it'll look like that. And it's just, you can't even see it. It's nice. This is perfect for, you know, for your couch or a chair where you want not to be visible. You could do the exact same thing with outdoor fabric for your patio chairs and whatever. So here's a finished one, what it will look like when I fix my other one, just without the pocket. So you can add a pocket to whatever, make the pocket whatever size you want. Make sure you get notifications so for tomorrow, because we'll be live at the same time, 10 Central Time. And I have a Facebook Live sewing group, so all my friends who also sew and have blogs, they share their live videos in that group, so you can find all of us sewing things. A few of us do clothes and fun projects, kids projects, all sorts of things. I'll leave the link down below in the comments as soon as I get off of here. In the description of this post, you can find the link to all the other sewing ones, all the first 6 days, if you've missed them, so catch up there. Sorry guys, this was a flustering one. It's just been a flustering day. So, you know, when you're with me every day of the month, I'm not gonna be on all the time. I'm trying. So I will be back tomorrow, and leave your comments. What do you want to work on tomorrow? I've got a couple things that everyone has said that they want to work on, and I'm going to look through my list of suggestions and ideas, and if you leave your suggestion, then I will get to most of them, because we still have 3 more weeks. This is just day 7. Week 1 is done. We now know, for the most part, how to do an invisible zipper. So tune in tomorrow, and we will see you then. Thanks. Bye.